Any advanced musician use that terminology or use that chord in their playing. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I use the sharp 9, sharp 5 chord in my song and how you too can use it and also sound advanced. I know that it might sound difficult, but I am going to make it easy for you. Without further ado, let us go straight to the lesson. Now we have sharp 5, sharp 9, or sharp 9, sharp 5. Where does that come from? How do we build it and how do we use it? Very simple. It comes from a dominant chord first, okay? A dominant chord. But for the purpose of this lesson, we're going to bring it down to the key of C for you. But you know that once you learn it in one key, you have to learn it in any other key. Let me show you how to build it first. We have C7. We call it C dominant 7 because we have flat 7 in it. Now, as you know, I'm big for the number system. The number system is extremely important because this is what is going to help you transpose from one key to the next or any of the 12 keys. All right, C7 or C dominant 7. Let's count using the number system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here we're done, right? This is C major 7 if you're doing jazz, and this is C dominant 7. Now, if we're going up, that means that we're going to some more upper structure or upper extension. So we're extending our chords from 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Unfortunately, we don't have 14, so we'll leave it here. So that's how we can have, this is the 9th, either flat 9 or sharp 9. Or also if we're here, 5, we have flat 5 or sharp 5. Okay? But for the purpose of this video, we're not going to use flat 9, flat 5. We're going to use sharp 9 and sharp 5. See here, if you play that, anybody who knows music, advanced chord will like, oh, that sounds advanced. But look at this. We're not going to use all those notes. As you know, and I have a video that talks about not playing too many notes. We're going to remove some of them. The first note that we're going to remove is the 5. We don't need that. Why? Because we have this third already that tells me that it's a major chord, this dominant chord. Now, why do I need that? And also, it's kind of clustered, you know. It sounds muddy. Let's just leave some air so it could be, you know, more open. We can also do this too. It's the same chord, we just invert it. I'm talking to intermediate gospel musicians, not beginners. I have a member area where in my YouTube channel where you can support for a monthly fee, where I go into basic stuff for my beginners all the way up to intermediate. And also for intermediate, I go more into details from what I'm explaining right now, advanced concepts, so you can sound extremely advanced. All right, so this is right here. So what we're gonna do, we do this. This is the sharp 9. This is the flat 9. Is that correct? I'm sorry, sharp 5. Is that correct? So we're not gonna use that. So we're gonna use this sharp 9, sharp 5, two different ways. That's the first way. So I'm gonna do 1, 3 here, then flat 7. This is sharp 9. This is sharp 5. See, that's the first way we're gonna use it. See, I come from here all the way to here. This is going up a 4th. 3, 4. So, oh. But what I'm going to do, since I am in the key of C right here, but I'm going to use it now. You got to pay attention. Before I go any further, like, subscribe, share, leave me a comment. If you find value, you are a new viewer, I want you to subscribe because you have a lot more stuff. Also check my other videos also for a lot of valuable information. I'm gonna use the C7 sharp 9 sharp 5 as the 7 of C sharp to do something. Wait, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Now it's a lot of stuff I just did. Don't pay attention to that. All I'm trying to tell you is just from go to 7 to the 6. But more important, we're gonna do 7, 6. I'm sorry, 7, 3, 6. In the key of C sharp. All right. Now the second way we're gonna use that is to have C7 right here and use A flat right here. We can invert it all we want. We can invert that, right? But now I'm in the key of A flat. Now, I do not want to confuse you on all this. I just wanted to show you how you can use this to go up a fourth, all right? But now, once you know that in the key, this is C, right? You have to, and I repeat, have to practice all the other keys. Same D flat, sharp, sharp 9, sharp 5. Or here. Inverted, doesn't matter. This is D7, sharp 9, sharp 5. Here. Inverted, doesn't matter. This is E flat, sharp 9, sharp 5. Again. E sharp 9, sharp 5. F sharp 9, sharp 5. Let's call it F sharp, sharp 9, sharp 5. And you yourself can continue with all the other keys. Make sure you practice them in all their inversion. That's the key to this thing, okay? Practice it like that. You practice it like that. You practice it like that. Also, I know one of my viewers told me to go with throughout all the keys. With doing this, it's gonna be difficult. The video is gonna be way too long. I want to give you an assignment, and if you find value so far, leave me a comment, like, and also remember to go and join my membership area for more details. Now let's go back to the lesson. We have here. So we can use it as if it was the I would say the 6 in the key of E flat. We can also use it as if it was the 7 in the key of C. Okay. So the important thing is to move up a fourth. Or if we hear, see, 7, 3. Okay. I think I go slow enough. Again. These are some melodic lines that I play here, all right? So that's not the most important part of this lesson. Now, how can we use it in certain songs? Well, first of all, we say if we're going to upper fourth. So if I'm going to 6 F, I can use that. If I'm going from 6 to the 2 in the key of C, I can use that. 4, which is D in the key of to C, I can use that. Let's use that song, which is, I think, Blessed Assurance, where in the chorus, where we have, I'm going to use that just only to illustrate. I'm not going to play teach you the whole song, okay? So we'll do that in the members area, right? Here, this is a normal way to play it. Now again, this is the normal way to play it, but that's not how I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it like this. We're gonna use the sharp 9, sharp 5. Here again, we can use that again too if you want to, right? slow before somebody leave me a comment, which I love when you guys leave me a comment that I'm going too fast. Let me do it. Again. Now here, I could just do this. That's no problem with that. A with D flat in the left hand, but I'm gonna do this instead. I'm gonna do this instead. What I just did to go to the D minor, I just use it half step above the D minor, and I use that particular sharp 9, sharp 5. However, you don't use that melodic line. See here? Now, if you tell me, well, where do you get that sharp 9, sharp 5 from here? Well, this is C sharp. Sharp 9, sharp 5. Let me show you what I mean. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. This is C dominant 7, right? So this is the 9th of C sharp, right? So remember I did this. So the 9, this is sharp 9. And this is the 5th of the key of C sharp. So sharp 9. Ah, you get it, right? I think I deserve a like for that. I believe so. Any key you are in, you could just use those. That's why I encourage you to practice those a lot. Practice them, because that's how they're gonna get natural, you know, by practicing them. Okay, all the top musicians, that's what they do. They don't think of the chords, they just play the chord because they've been practicing it for so long. It becomes natural. That's why you think, oh, this guy's a genius. So, but they spend a lot of time practicing. Myself, I spend a lot of time on my piano, my grand piano at home. I practice a lot every day, so that certain things I don't even think of them. I just play them. You know, without practicing, you can't get anywhere. I have a lot of videos on practicing. You see, I practice this pattern 7 days, 6 days, 5 days, 10 days. Yes, you have to practice them. This is just only one song I'm using that. You can use anywhere you go into from a 6, you know, go into a 2 minor. Or if you go into, let's say, for example, a flat, I'm in the key of C, okay? This is a flat 5 going, so I'm going from here, going to G. Yes, you can use that also. Okay? So here's what I want you to get from this lesson. Learn how to build the sharp 5 or sharp 9, sharp 5, which I already taught you. Use them. Okay, know that you can get it from here, where you have the C dominant 7, you have B flat, E flat, A flat. This is like a 4th voicing. This is another topic by itself. Okay? You could go to the 6th above it, 4th above it. See, that's why it sounds nice. See, that's the first way. And the second way, you just use right here, which is a flat. This is a flat. You see, it works. Why? Because okay, just don't mind this. I'll teach you those later on, but just use it here like this or this. But the most important thing is to practice them in all 12 keys, so that they become natural. See, whether you practice this like this, you practice like this, you practice like this, like this. As a musician, as a gospel musician, you need to practice. This is how I use this sharp 9, flat 9 in a lot of my songs as passing chords, because I know one of the major problems people have is about passing chords. You know, you don't want to play something, just go from C to F. Well, how about from C7? And I use the same concept right here too. I can use it here too, because I'm going to G, so I can just... I believe you've found value in this lesson. I want you to leave me a comment, like, and also go to my member area. If you're intermediate, go join the second level, and the member for people who are beginners, It's just level number 1. You can join it also. Also, I have people who ask me about what I use, the microphone, my headphone, the software I use. I have the link in the description where you can see everything. And then remember, if you purchase something, I receive a little affiliate commission just to support the channel. I'm here to help you, and I believe that you're going to learn a lot from this channel. Please share, like, comment, and as always, check back all my other videos and you will learn something new in all of them. See you in the next lesson.